Morning tubers, it's what, 7:36, 38, 37, somewhere around in there. We're 82 degrees in the garage. It's Wednesday, May 24th, and looks to be going to be a John Kerry day out there today. The last couple of days, let's see, yesterday we were 100 degrees. Today we're supposed to be 102, and tomorrow will be the same, but then the weekend we cool off. You guys got to remember out here in the high desert we are dry heat. So when it's 102 here, it's like being 80 degrees with 80% humidity back there. So, and I'll take the less humidity all day long. Real quick on the shirts, we need everybody to pay for them. We have enough for the order. There's a few people. Let's see. Carolina Man and 231 Flash and Carrie. I know you guys can't pay for them till the end of the month because of pension checks or retirement. I understand that. I'm in the same boat. My pension check doesn't get here until this month. It'll be towards the end of this week. So I'm not worried about you guys as far as that is concerned. So, but everybody else, please pay for them. The reason why is I got stuck with some of the gray shirts. Some people said they were going to buy them, and they never came back and picked them up. So that's neat. So I'm not going to get in the middle of that as far as being stuck with shirts. So if you ordered a shirt, please pay for it, and we'll get the order placed in. Order isn't going to be placed until the shirt's paid for, and that's just the way it's going to be. This next part on this video is going to be Sunday's work. I worked on the panel on Sunday and didn't do anything on it Monday, and worked on it yesterday. And got the reveals going for the latch bolt that goes in here, and going to make a reveal for this bolt in here. So, and that's about it. After that, we'll fiberglass it up one more time. We'll start doing the rough sanding and getting the body filler on it and smooth it all out and get it in. And then once we get it in, that panel will come back out because I got some changes I want to make on that panel, and we'll make some changes on that, and then they'll both go in, and then the rear seat will go in, and we'll see how it's going to look. So that's all I got for now, and again, pay for your shirt if you ordered it, and we'll turn this back on when we get more later. Morning tubers, it's a little after 8, and we're about 75 in the garage, and looks to be a John Kerry day today. High at 95 they said last night in the news. So yesterday after I got off the air with you Dizzy, I came out here and we got this welded in, and thinking of doing something. Where is it? Like this. But I have to put this in to measure it to make sure. But, and let's see what else. This was the one area that was screwed up, and this is the other area that is screwed up. Yeah, so might have to take a look and see, but we'll work on this. But first I want to get this done, and then move on to this. Yeah, we're almost out of rosin, so I had to make a run to Home Depot. Yeah, that's no good. But, yeah. So, that's where we're at, and when I get more, I'll turn this back on later. Hey tubers, okay, I went ahead and measured for this radius to go into this right panel. And when I got the panel installed, I want to show you why the spots are bad as we compare it to the driver's side panel. As you see, the driver's side panel, excuse me guys, sorry about the shaky cam, comes in and then just cuts straight back, where this one comes in on an angle. Now you got to remember, the seat profile as it goes back is going to hit this right in here. So we need to roughly come down here to here and eliminate all this, and then come back in with cloth and reform this to where it comes in and it goes and then turns, sort of like something like that one does. So that's why I said the moron's back in the shop, because I just went ahead and just sat there and tightened that up and didn't even think about the lay back here. So when I get more, I'll turn this back on later. Hey tubers, I decided to take a whole different approach in covering this back up. I've been doing it in sections, like here's a section, here's a section, here's a section, here's a section. This section has got contact cement on it, and this one goes in here, then the next one will be here, then here. Before it was pull the fleece tight, and it didn't hit here. I don't know what caused me to do this, but a little birdie just sat there and said do it in sections. So that's what I'm doing. These are witness lines. It's where I line up the panel as I get it, so I know where I had it when I cut it out. And that's where we're at, but it takes a long time. Cut a panel, fit it, everything else okay, then spray the contact cement on it, then go sit down for 15-20 minutes, and then come back and put the panel on and start the procedure all over again. So this is definitely going to be totally different than the driver's side, but it ought to be quite unique because now it fits actually the contour of the frame. So when I get more, I'll turn this back on later. Hey tubers, yeah, made a reveal for that screw hole. Just got to sand this edge down just a little, but the screw does fit in. So that'll get me to that hole. A little sanding and a little grinding will get it. I'll end up grinding some of this down so we can form the contours to go in there. To hold these plastic parts in while before I get ready to glass them in, I'm using this stuff, and I call it CA. Don't ask me to pronounce that, but this stuff dries instantly. I've glued my fingers together, and then I use this Insta-Set that sits there and just totally cures the glue right then and there. And so that's what this is. So now we'll flip this over, and we got some cloth to lay in here and everything else, and this will come down straight like that. So we'll probably use some mat and cloth. I got to grind this down first and to build this up, and then we'll go ahead and glass this in, glass all in here. This will be open because the bolt goes in here, and probably take care of this right here. So that's where I'm at for right now. When I get more, I'll turn it back on later. Hey tubers, it's going on 4 o'clock and we are 90 degrees inside here. Ooh, toasty. And clouds moved in and it has gotten real windy. So let's take a look at what we got going on here. Test fitting it. After every time you do a modification or a change, it's best to test fit it. So that's what I'm doing. Still a little concerned about this, but I don't think that's going to be an issue, but we'll find out. Well, we're going to keep plugging away. So I'm going to take it back out. Let me get in here. Got to round this out because, as you can see, the washer doesn't fit. It won't screw in all the way, and I need it to screw in all the way right now. So that's where we're at on that. This came out fine, enabled me to put that screw in. Super. And so let's get out. We made that smaller reveal, I can't talk, out of a piece of 1/2 inch plastic pipe. So I'm going to take it back out. I'm going to round out that, and then I'm going to call it a night. So again, remind everybody, please pay for your shirts. I'd like to order them, and we're not going to order them until they're paid for. I'm not going to get stuck with a bunch of shirts again. So I want to thank everybody for subscribing, watching, and of course leaving comments. Let's see, tomorrow, I don't know if we'll pick this up tomorrow. If not, definitely by Friday. Later, guys.